These days, when you read newspapers, you meet people, you get the feeling that everybody is waiting for a disaster or for some sort of a solution that has to come. This feeling that comes to us is also something very innate, something from our unconscious. Because the situation that we see around seems to be quite dangerous. Not that we get upset with the financial problems or with other mundane type of problems that we have had. But what upsets people is that human beings have become just like machines. They're running mad. They're running morning till evening. They have no time for each other. There is no feeling sometimes to understand each other. And as if we are all becoming insensitive to each other's problem. Apart from that, those people who are intelligent and loving people feel that people at the helm of affairs do not feel responsible for the humanity at large. Then the poverty and then other problems, which are gross still, they bother us too much. One side, the affluence, another side, the poverty. One side, the scientific approach to life, the other side, what science has created, things like atomic bombs. All these create a kind of a confusion in our mind. Everybody seems to be confused. They don't know whether whatever they are doing is right or wrong, whether they are going to the right path or to the wrong path. Very frustrated, disgusted one feels sometimes, and does not know why are we on this earth. Confusion is the first impression one gets when one visits our world from outside. People are absolutely confused and also very insecure, extremely insecure. If you see the rich, they are insecure because they have too much money. The poor are insecure because they have no money. All kinds of insecurities work out a tremendous world of confusion. Now let us see how we are created from amoeba to this stage. We have become human beings without understanding anything about it. And are we to evolve more, to achieve something higher, to get out of this confusion? Or are we to be dissolved with this confusion in our mind? This confusion is important in a way. If there is no confusion, we are not going to seek any solution out of it. And that is why people feel that some solution has to come up. We are confused because we have no absolute values. We have not felt the absolute values. Somebody says to be honest is a very good idea. But we find that no, if you are very honest, it doesn't pay. Some say to be devoted and dedicated and loyal is the best policy. But no, it does not work out that way. But there must be something that decides whether we are right or wrong. That's what we think. It has to be like that. After all, this whole creation was created with such love and care, with such delicacy. If you are a doctor, you will see how beautifully you are created inside. Every nerve, how beautifully it grew into a sensitive cell. How the whole body was created. How these eyes were created with such accuracy. We see cameras and cameras in this world created by us. No camera can be compared with our eyes. Such a tremendous machinery has been created within us with such care. Discarding many others, many have gone out of the circulation of evolution. And then this man, the great personality of a human being, came out of it. For what? To be confused, to be upset, to be insecure. How can that be? It's not true. It cannot be. After all, why are we human beings? God has made us with a purpose, no doubt. There is a purpose in giving us this kind of a body, this erect body. There is a purpose in everything that we have today as human beings. Even the confusion, as I said. Today is the day for people to seek. Thousands of people are seeking. They are fed up with whatever they have been doing. They are fed up with it. They are not seeking out of fashion. Many people think that it's a fashion, they are a lost race and they are this and they are that. It's not true. There were never so many seekers as there are today, and they are seeking. Maybe they do not know what they are seeking, but they are not satisfied with their state of affairs, and they are seeking something higher. And that higher is the Absolute, is the Absolute. Now, this higher, if it is the Absolute, everything must relate to it. Absolute point means everything is related. For example, if you have a 1 meter here, if you say it is 5 meters, that means this is 5 times than the gold rod you have got in Paris, which is called as 1 meter. Everything has to be related to that Absolute. And that relationship then establish the relationship with each other. For example, on the religious side, if you see, there have been so many religions, one after another. We had Judaism, Christianity, Hinduism, Sikhism, Buddhism, Jainism, Islam, so many religions. They all must relate to Absolute. We must find out how many meters each one of them are. Where do they stand in relation to this Absolute? Has to be. It cannot be just something like people said, oh, we've got the Absolute Mother, we are realized souls, we are twice born, then how do you say? Because I see a light in my head. What does that mean? It is not absolute. Well, you can see the light as it is there. If you faint also, you might see a little light short-circuiting there. There could be some others who say, yes, I've got the knowledge. How? What is it? Because, mother, I don't think anymore. I said, you must be drunk. Everything that we seek has to be related to everything else. Otherwise, solution won't be there. To find the absolute value of anything, we must know that there's nothing else but that. That's the only thing. That's one, that's a unity. It cannot have a parallel. Some people jump in the street and say that we found the last. Then why are you jumping? Now that absolute thing has to be something that should come in your awareness if it is a evolutionary process. In our evolution, whatever we have achieved has come in our awareness. That means it should become a part and parcel of our awareness. Part and parcel of our awareness. Like as I can see you, I can feel you, in the same way you should be able to see. And through that light, we should be able to explain each and everything